Hello, today we'll be looking at 5 ways to vanquish your giant. You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. 1 Samuel 17 verse 45 to 46. David showed up for battle, ready to fight. He did not run from the battle. He was not afraid. He did not worry about what other people think. He chose his weapons. He knows best. He understands the reward of winning. How do you defeat the giants that are keeping you from being the person God wants you to be? How do you defeat the fears that keep you from being the person God wants you to be? If you want to be a person of great faith with a great dream and a great life work, do the very things that David did to defeat the giants of delay, discouragement, disapproval, and doubt. Firstly, commitment. David was all in from the beginning, wasn't he? He did not hesitate to help his father, his brothers, or the Israelite army. Once he knew the situation and heard Goliath's insults, he was committed to doing what he could to defend his people and the name of the Lord. Defeating your giant must first begin with a determined dedication to do something. Be faithful in taking action. Action does not always include a physical or verbal confrontation, but it does mean facing the problem directly. Secondly, courage. No one can accuse David of lacking in the courage department, can they? In fact, one of his elder brothers thought he was being a little too cocky. But courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the ability to act despite fear. Are you willing to step out bravely and confront the giant in your life? Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Thirdly, communication. David did not just fight with stones. He used his words. He exposed the lies and insults of Goliath and confronted them with the truth. He fought not only in the strength of the Lord, but in the name of the Lord. One of the best ways to defeat an enemy is to communicate God's truth first to yourself and then to your giant. Fourthly, capability. Sure, he was young and inexperienced as a soldier, but David had some pretty mad skill. He fought off both lions and bears with only a club and his bare hands. Instead of focusing on what he lacked, David highlighted what he could bring to the fight. Your giant may be bigger, stronger, and smarter. So what? You are capable too. Ask God to show you what you have instead of worrying about what you don't. Fifth, confidence. Yes, David was courageous for sure, but in whom did he place his confidence? Not himself, his ability to communicate, or even his capability as a fighter. David's confidence was in the Lord, the God of angels' armies, the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. He knew the battle was ultimately the Lord's and victory would only come by his hand. If you are relying on your own strength, strategy, or skills to defeat the giants in your life, you will be fearful, anxious, and uncertain. Place your confidence in God, who will fight the giants for you. I do not know what giants are intimidating or threatening you today, but I do know that God has given you the fight smooth ways of commitment, courage, communication, capability, and confidence to go out and face them as you begin this week.